It hasn't always been easy for me to say no, and it still isn't. But at one point, I was letting people have so much of me that I was slowly beginning to lose myself. It got to the point where I didn't feel safe in my own mind or body. I found myself stuck in situations that didn't serve me, yet I blamed myself. Continually, I became angry, resentful, depressed, anxious beyond belief. I felt the need to push back against these feelings and just continue to push. How did I get here? How long will I be here? When will I muster up the courage to make a change? Well, that day came. It took everything inside me, and it took some of the hardest conversations I'll ever have to have. It also came with a burnout. I've been trying to push through for so long, thinking I was protecting myself, that when I finally decided the course of my life needed to take a sharp turn, I dropped everything. This brought on even more uncertainty and anxiety. I thought this was supposed to be when it got better. I finally did the right thing. Why was I feeling this way? I felt such extreme brain fog, physical pain in my chest, constant knots in my stomach. I cried a lot. I moved back in with my parents. I was unemployed for 6 months. I had no idea what I was doing. It was hard for me to distinguish which was rock bottom, what led me to finally leave, or how I felt after I did. I avoided social situations like the plague. I felt ashamed of where I was in life, and I didn't want to give anyone the opportunity to ask me, "How are you?" My circle got a lot smaller. I felt the constant need to keep people at arm's length. I hated feeling so vulnerable, so naturally I began pushing again. I finally got the strength to start making some appointments, sending some emails, and making some phone calls. My arch nemesis, the telephone. I talked to my doctor, I started going to therapy, and honestly, I felt nothing at first. So I kept waiting. I kept telling myself I owed this to myself. If I just kept going through these motions, I would eventually feel again. Feelings of happiness. I had forgotten what it was like. It had been so long. Today, I'm grateful for all of it. The mistakes, the pain, the suffering. I've never felt so lucky to be where I am and have chosen my circle of those I keep close. Those who truly care. Since I've started taking better care of myself, setting boundaries, keeping promises to me, I've found so much more light in this world. I've found so much joy in small, silly things because I know where I come from and I know how different things could be. Turns out I went through some traumas. Everyone harnesses theirs differently. I'm trying to push back at mine, stay tough, and tackle it on my own. It didn't work for me. Not all days are good days. Who am I kidding? But I've learned that sometimes when it comes to vulnerability, asking for help isn't you being weak, it's you being strong.